Also like, you know, like a sparkly rainbow, which goes like quickle, caw caw. It is Queen Butt Stallion. The most beautiful, perfectest ruler in all the land.
Hold on, what game are we playing here?
We're playing Bunkers and Badasses, baby! And I, Tiny Tina, am the Bunker Master. So what I say goes! And I say there's a magical diamond by an unicorn named Butt Stallion who saves the day!
Oh, I was kind of hoping we would save the day?
You will, Valley Girl. I just gotta set the stakes. Now, let's table talk. Cue Dragon Lord!
Butt Stallion, you may be the most beautifulest, perfectest ruler in all the land, but this time, I've won.
But Butt Stallion was wielding the coolest sword in the whole world. The Sword of Sword.
Oh, would you? I just made those skeletons. No! No! I curse you, Valentine! And I curse you, Fret! And most of all, I curse you, newbie! Whatever your name is, I will return and finally rid this world of heroes!
And with that, the Dragon Lord was defeated. For now. Exposition complete! Who's ready to rickety roleplay?
Yeah, might as well. We're stranded here after that mountain totally jumped out at our ship.
Yeah, he crashed it. I'm in. I love bunkers and badasses. I've already got a level 40 character.
No. We are making all new characters. This is the newbies' first game, and I'm gonna make sure it's an adventure they'll never forget.
You ready, newbie?
Time for character sheets, baby!
Alrighty guys, welcome to Tiny Tinas Wonderland. I'm GrimTV, and today I'm going to be talking about the character creation in this game. So there's 6 classes for you to choose from. Each class has a class feat, which for most of the classes is going to be a companion, although some of the classes do not have companions, and so the feat is replaced by something else. For example, with the Stabbomancer, the class feat is called Dirty Fighting, which increases your critical hit chance, but your critical hits actually do less damage because of this. So it's important to keep in mind what you're looking for when choosing a class, because it'll determine how you're going to play for pretty much the rest of the game, obviously. So you want to keep in mind what type of class feat you're going to have, if you want a companion, and what kind of action skills that you want. Because there's going to be 2 action skills for each class as well. The action skills for the Stabbomancer are going to be the Ghost Blade, which is a melee damage attack, which is a area of effect attack. So based on what melee weapon you have equipped, that melee weapon spins in place and damages enemies until it's no longer in effect, basically. And then there's something called From the Shadows as well for the Stabbomancer. These are the action skills for the Stabbomancer. From the Shadows basically allows you to go invisible, and while you're invisible, you have a greater chance of increasing your critical hits as well. So if you're looking for more of a in and out type of melee gameplay, the Stabbomancer is more than likely for you. Next up is the Clawbringer, a wyvern tamer with a focus on fire and lightning damage. This guy has a wyvern companion that breathes fire on enemies. This class specifically is good for being in the middle of fights, so if you have a preference for being in the middle of fights, this is more than likely for you. There's electrical damage and fire damage for this class. Things to keep in mind: the action skills would be fire and lightning based, and you would have a wyvern companion that breathes fire. So this class is definitely more of a in the fight sort of character. Next up is the Spellshot, which is more of a mage sort of a class. The class feat for this class, it also has no companion. It has spell weaving for its class feat, which when casting a spell or reloading grants the FATEMAKER a stack of spell weaving, increasing spell damage. Spell weaving stacks automatically, decays after a few seconds. The action skills for this are all magic based as well. The FATEMAKER turns an enemy into a harmless skeep for a few seconds, and the other action skill is allowing the FATEMAKER to have multiple spells in their inventory. So if you're looking to be heavily magic based, I'd recommend this for you. Next is my favorite class, and the class that I decided to go with in Tiny Tinas Wonderland. That's the Graveborn class. This class comes with the class feat, a companion, the Demi-Lich companion. And this whole class is basically built around black magic. The Demi-Lich is a ranged companion that helps in combat at range and up close as well. The action skills for the Graveborn are also around black magic. He has Dire Sacrifice, which is where you sacrifice health to deal damage. Apply a status effect to all nearby enemies. His second action skill is Reaper of Bones, where you're fully healed and gain leech efficiency, as well as throwing out bonus damage. So both of his abilities have to deal with sacrificing your own health in order to gain damage or to gain health by dealing damage. So he's a very interesting class to play, and definitely one that I'm going to be taking on in this game. Looking forward to it. Next up is the Spore Warden, who comes with a class feat featuring a mushroom companion. You have a small little mushroom guy that follows you around, and he actually kind of gasses people. Does some poison damage over time, I believe. His action skills for the Mushroom Warden are going to be Barrage, which is a barrage with an ethereal bow. Fire 7 arrows that deal ability damage on impact before ricocheting twice between nearby enemies. He's also got the ability to summon cyclones with Blizzard. Both of these action class abilities are super strong. The Spore Warden is a perfect pick for people that are looking to do range damage and stay mostly out of fights or engagements in this game. Last but not least is the Brr-zerker class. This is a melee-based frost effect dealing class. So there's no companion for this class. Instead, the class feat is Rage of the Ancients, which makes your FATEMAKER enraged and adds bonus frost damage to all attacks. The two action skills for this class are Dreadwind, which causes your FATEMAKER to spin wildly, basically just a wild barrage attack with a massive axe, dealing frost damage, and Feral Surge, which has you do a giant leap towards your enemies and smash on the ground, just kind of shaking up an area basically. But if you're into melee damage and frost effects, then this is probably your go-to. Alrighty guys, the rest of this video is just going to be me creating my character. So if you're interested in seeing that, go ahead and stick around. It's just going to be me showcasing the character creator, the menu for it, all the different styles of faces, the voices, the hair models, the body models, etc. I don't go too in depth with it, but like I said, if you're interested in seeing what my character ended up looking like, you can stick around for that. If you've made it this far, I'd appreciate it if you like the video and subscribe if you're interested for more Tiny Tinas Wonderland content coming soon. Appreciate your guys' support. I hope that you guys will tune in for more content on this game. And yeah, I'm out.